Hello students, in today's lecture we will start with chapter 6, that is indices. Little bit about the indices you must have learned in standard 6th. Okay, so now let us move ahead and see what concept and what is the topic that they have covered in standard 7th. Now to begin with, let me give an example. Suppose there are 7 children. Okay, suppose there are 7 children and each child is given 5 pencil. Okay, so there are total how many children? There are total 7 children, and one child is given 5 pencil. So the question is, what is the total number of pencil distributed among the students, among the children? Okay, now here, okay, what you will do? You will do simple, right? What are you going to do? 7 plus 7, how many times? Total 7 children. So you are giving 5 pencils. So 5, 1, 2, 7. Okay, 5 plus 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. That means one child you are giving 5 pencils, second child 5 pencil, third child 5 pencil, and this goes on, right? Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you are writing this. Okay, you are writing in this, you are writing in the form of addition, and if you add, this will come up to how much? It will come up to 35 pencil. That means 35 pencil is given. Total number of pencil given is 35 pencil. Now here see children, same addition of the same number. Okay, addition of the same number can be shown in the form of multiplication, can be shown as a multiplication. Okay, so what is there? Addition of the same number can be shown as a multiplication. How you are going to show it as multiplication is, how many pencils you are giving to 5 pencil. To how many students you give? 2 children you are giving 7. So 5 into 7, and that is equal to 35. That means the same thing, the same number, when you are adding, you can show it in the form of multiplication also. This is the multiplication form, and this was the addition form. Okay, now here let us learn something more shortcut. Okay, more shortcut, so that it becomes more easy. You don't have to add. Okay, like this way you don't have to add. If you add, suppose now here it is only 7 children, so it is easy. But if suppose it is given to 20, so you are not going to add 20 students. For 20 students you will be adding 5 plus 5. It becomes very tedious work. So for that, to reduce that work, all those things we are using the term, we are going to learn about the indices. Okay, with that help of indices, certain things becomes very easy and very faster. Okay, now let us start with the main topic. Okay children, what is the main topic? Base and index. Okay, the main subtopic of this chapter. Let us start with base and index. Now here see children, we can show multiplication of a number. Okay, same number. If I am writing a multiplication of any same number, say for example 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have written 3 into 3 into 3. So this way, when I am writing a multiplication of the same number, this is nothing but a this we can say this is a multiplication form of a number. Okay, this is a simple multiplication form of a number. Okay, so this form is called your multiplication form, simple multiplication form of a number. You are showing using the multiplication sign. Now same thing children, okay, same thing we can express it in the form of index. Okay, we can same thing we can show in the form of index. And how it is children? It will be like this way. How? Okay, then what is the number? What the same number we are using? That is your 3. And how many times we have multiplied? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So that 5 times will become the power. Okay, or exponent. Okay, so we are writing, when we write, okay, this in this form, in this shortcut form, that means in the form with the base and index. Okay, so this form is called as index form of multiplication. This is called as index form of multiplication. Index form of multiplication. Okay, now here, okay, so this is nothing but the index form of multiplication. Here see children, here your this number. Okay, now here this 3. Okay, this 3 is called as the base and this 5 is called as the index or power. Okay, what you can call it as power or exponent. 3 terms you can use for this. Okay, what is the third term you can use? Third term you can also call it as exponent. Okay, so this 5 is called your index or power or exponent, but this 3 is called the base. That means, okay, so we have written, when we are writing in the form of using the index, it is called as index form of multiplication. And how are we going to read this? 3, okay, 3 raised to 5. Okay, 3 power. Okay, so how are you going to read this? 3 raised to 5. You can write 3 raised to 5. So this is the most easiest way to read 3 raised to 5. We are okay, this way. In many different ways you can read this. Okay, so but this will become very easy for you. So same way we can also read this, the same term we can read as 5th power of 3 or 3 raised to the power of 5. I have already written. So children, in this different manners you can read this term, but then the the easiest way to read is 3 raised to 5. So that will become very easy. Suppose if it is 6 raised to 2, so how are we going to read? 6 raised to 2. Okay, if it is, say for example 7 raised to 9, so it will be 7 raised to 9. So this way you can read. So this first way of reading becomes very easy. So we'll be reading using the first method. Okay, you can use the second and third method also, but the first method is very easy. Now I hope you have understood. Here also children, your 6 will become, what is your 6? 6 is your base, right? 6 will be your base and 6 is your base and 2 will be the power or index. Okay, it will be your index or power, anything. 7 here, 7 is your base and 9 is your index. So I hope the concept of base and index is very clear to you. Okay, also children, you have to remember that the first power of any number is a number itself. This is an important point which you will be writing in the class or book. Now what is meant by this point, that is first power of any number is a number itself, children? It means that suppose if we take for example 6 raised to 1, okay, first power of any number, that means 1. 6 raised to 1 is the number itself, that means 6. So 6 raised to 1 is 6, right? Clear? Now here also suppose it is 7 raised to 1, so it will be 7. So first power, if the power is 1, the value of that number, that is that index form becomes equal to 1, becomes the number itself, say for example, right? Now same way you are going to write, suppose 7 raised to 4, so that number will be, how many times you will multiply? 4 times. But here since it is 1, so you are not going to multiply anything, so that the value is the number itself. This is meant by this point, that is the first power of any number is a number itself, and it is a we can say that it is a convention that there is no need to, when the number has the power 1, so it is not necessary to show that number has, you don't have to write it. Suppose if I write 8, okay, so 8 is equal to, now here since I have not written the power, that means there is power 1. Okay, if no power is, so it is not there is a convention that there is no need to write the power 1. Other than 1 you have to write, okay, but if the power is 1, there is no need to write there. It is understood. How in case of denominator we are taking into consideration, if denominator is not given, we assume it as 1. Why? Because it is a convention that it is there. If the denominator is not written, that means every number has a denominator 1. So same way the convention is every number has a power 1, so you don't have to write that. If it is written, well, it's not written, okay. So now let's see the practice set. Okay, now dear students, let's see practice set 26. First question, that is complete the table below. Now here there are some columns given. Okay, numbers in the index form, that is your first column. You have to write what is the base, what is index, multiplication form, and then you have to multiply and write the value. Okay, that is the first question. Now here see children, somewhere something is missing. That missing term we have to write. Now here see children, the first question is given to us, which is already solved. Okay, it is an example, so they have solved. Now here see children, 3 raised to 4. What it is? 3 raised to 4. So your base is 3, your power index is 4, and 3 raised to 4, that means 3 you have to multiply how many times? 4 times. So that means 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. And when you multiply, 3 3s are 9, okay, 9 3s are 27, 27 3s are 81. So the value is 81. So same way, see children, let us see the second question, that is 16 raised to 3. Now here see children, this question I am doing in the textbook, but you will copy in your class book children. Okay, you will draw the table same as it is drawn in the textbook, and same you will copy in your class book. Now here 16 raised to c, so your base will be 16, okay, your index is 3, and you are going to write multiplication form. It will be 16 into 16 into 16, and 16 into 16 into 16. If you multiply children, it will be coming what will be your answer? 4096. Okay, just multiply and see. 4096. 4096. Now moving to the third question. Now here see children, first column is missing, that is base is given, index is given, so we have to write the number in the index form. Okay, first step we have to write the number in the index form. So children, what is your base? Your base is -8, that means -8, and what is the power? Power is 2, -8 raised to 2. Okay, so my base is -8, index is 2, and how many times you have to write -8? 2 times. -8 into -8. Okay, now minus minus becomes positive, plus 8 8s are 64, correct? Now same way children, moving to the next question, that is your fourth one. Here they have not given the base, they have not given us index, but they have given the number in the multiplication form. So children, it is, see, 3 upon 7, 3 upon 7, 3 upon 7. Now 3 upon 7 children, how many times it is multiplied? 4 times, right? So what is your base? You will write 3 upon 7 raised to how many times? It is 4 times. So 3 upon 7 raised to 4. Now what is your base children? 3 upon 7. What is your index? 4. Okay, and they have already multiplied and given the answer, so we don't have to do anything. Clear? Now moving to the last question, that is -13 raised to 4. So what is your base? -13. Okay, your base is -13. What is your index? 4. And -13, how many times you have to multiply? 4 times, right? So -13 into -13 into -13 into -13, and that will be equal to 28561. Okay, 28561. Okay, 28561. You multiply and see, and then write the answer. So I hope question number 1 is clear to each one. Okay, you just have to write what is the base, what is index, and multiplication form, and the value by multiplying. Now moving to question number 2. Okay, moving to question number 2. Find the value. That means, okay, 2 raised to 10. 2 raised to 10. So you are going to multiply 2 how many times? 10 times, and then write the answer. So this is the second question which I will be solving now. And second one, 5 raised to 3. So children, reading, you are going to practice how to read this index form number. Okay, now let us solve question 2 in the notebook. So now 2 raised to 10, this is equal to 2 into 2. Children, we have to multiply 10 times. 2 into 2, and 10, and after writing 10 times product, okay, 10 times 2 into 2 into 10 times you are writing, the value will be equal to, if you multiply and see children, answer will be 1024. So it will be 1024. Now second question children, second one is 5 raised to 3. So 5 raised to 3, you are going to multiply 5 into 5 into 5, and we know that will be 125. Same way children, -7 raised to 4. Third question, -7 raised to 4. So this will become -7 into -7 into -7 into -7, and that is equal to minus minus positive minus minus. So all this minus sign goes. 7 7s are 49. 49 into 49, right? 49 into 149. That will be 2401. Okay, just check the multiplication. It will be 2401. Now see children, same way you are doing the question number 4, 5, 6, and I am doing the 8th one. Remaining questions you are doing for homework because it is similar. So 8th one is minus 1 upon 2. 8th one I am doing minus 1 upon 2 raised to 4. Okay, now children, you are going to solve the in between question. You will be solving for homework. You continue with the sequence. Now I am doing, so this is minus 1 upon 2 into minus 1 upon 2 into minus 1 upon 2 into minus 1 upon 2. Now here see children, minus minus plus, minus minus plus. So answer will be, you can just cancel out the minus sign. Now see, all it is here children, multiplication of numerator and denominator separately. So whenever you have this fraction form or rational number, you are going to multiply numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. So 1 into 1 into 1 into 1, that is equal to 1 upon 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. So your answer is 1 upon 16. Clear? So you are going to solve this exercise in your classwork book and complete it. Okay. Now I'll be sending you some extra questions based on your previous chapter, okay, which you will be solving in the homework book. So here we are winding up today, as you have to solve those questions also based on the previous lesson. I have already given some questions based on the simplification, but then in all the other remaining question type I am going to give you the PDF. So you will be solving and in the homework book. Okay, copy nicely, complete your classwork and homework book. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.